Good morning, Lewis Palmer. Welcome back to another LPTV show. I'm Maddie Norton.
And I'm Molly Grimm. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited for Thanksgiving break next week.
Me too, and we have a good show for you today. Reporters Gabby Anaya and Jade Green highlight the Student Prosperity Project. Alina Jordan and Chief Stafford are going to introduce us to a new math teacher, and before it gets too cold outside, LPTV reporters Paige Ballman and Carly Horn want to give you an inside look to the construction classes.
Before we think about our upcoming break and how many weeks are left in the semester, here are a few sports announcements.
Fall sports have now come to a close. Congratulations to the cheer and palms team who both won their PPAC competitions.
And the girls varsity volleyball team did a great job making it all the way to the Final Four at the state competition last weekend. This week marks the start of all winter sports, so make sure you get out and support all LP teams.
It isn't always easy being a teenager balancing high school and life. Some of our 11th grade students created a podcast to address student mental health issues.
Mental health can affect everyone, including the student body at Lewis Palmer. Here at LP, students have come together to raise awareness about teen mental health. Braden Turner, Lily Petit, and others have joined forces to create a podcast focused on mental health.
The Prosperity Project is a mental health podcast that me and some of my friends created 5 or 6 months ago, and it's really just oriented towards hearing the student voice here at our school and the district, and just talking about resources and ways we can improve student mental health here at our school.
In order to help the Prosperity Project run smoothly, many roles are needed. Braden supports the project as a mediator in order to help the conversation flow. Lily's role, while similar, is also very different.
I'm one of the hosts, and I also run the social media of the Prosperity Project on our Instagram. And I'm, again, just one to ask questions and interview all our guests that are on the podcast, and then also just talk.
The original goal was to create a resource for mental health. Lily and Braden found it important for the podcast to be voiced by students in order to help listeners feel more connected. Many things inspired the start of this podcast.
When I first came here, I first learned about SO Coalition, which is a mental health or student mental health group here in the Tri-Lakes area. And it kind of got me thinking, how could I orient something more towards our school, and how could I use my ability to get other people to share their voice as well, and I thought a podcast would be the perfect way to do that.
Creating each episode of the podcast takes lots of work. From planning, filming, and editing, the creators of the Prosperity Project have put in hours of work to create this resource for students and give their advice for those struggling with mental health. With mental health being a constant factor in teens' lives, we'd like to thank the Prosperity Project for bringing awareness to this issue and creating an amazing resource for students in the district. Jade Green and Gabby and I are reporting for LPTV News.
Don't forget to check out the Prosperity Project podcast on Spotify or on the LP website under Activities and Clubs. They air episodes about once a month.
That sounds like a great project. I might have to go check that out. But that isn't the only new thing around LP. There is a familiar face that many of you might recognize in the math department.
My name is Molly Ketchell, math teacher.
Miss Ketchell always wanted to be a high school teacher, and when she saw the math department had an opening, she thought it was time for a change.
So this is my first year at Lewis Palmer High School, and I taught for Bear Creek at 8 years. I love teaching math classes.
Math used to be a struggle for Ketchell until she took algebra in high school as a 9th grader. Every math class after that became enjoyable.
I would have to say my greatest achievement is anytime a student comes to me and says, wow, that was really fun today. Or at the end of the year when I have students come and say, you know, Mrs. Ketchell, I used to really hate math, but I so enjoyed your class and I really like math now.
Ketchell tries to go over and talk through with the students where they're getting hung up on a problem and then asks leading questions to help get their thinking process going.
Oh, it's wonderful. When we talk through it and they're like, oh, now I get it, now I see it, now I can do the next one all by myself. That makes me feel good. The most important thing I want students to know about me is that I'm not yelling, I'm just loud. I'm a math teacher, it's how I talk.
This is Chi Stafford and Alina Jordan reporting for LPTV.
We hear great things about Miss Ketchell's math classroom. It's nice to see how much she cares about her students' learning.
Although the construction classes aren't new to LP, their building is. The classes have grown so much that they needed more space for the program.
There are many carpentry classes here at LP. Let's see what type of projects they do.
Right now we are starting a picnic table that we can actually use. We just finished making a mini golf hole that's going to be open to the public in the spring.
Mr. Vries also teaches advanced carpentry classes.
Advanced class, we do a little bit of a whole bunch of different types of construction. So when you go in the portable, you'll see some of the stuff we're remodeling right now, so that we create a build space in there and also storage for all of our construction stuff. Students can, in the advanced classes, sign up for internships or job shadows, or actually jobs in the construction field. So we have over 600 companies that would like to hire or job shadow students in our class. So if they're interested in any of the trades, they can sign up for any of that.
Oh yeah. Wait, and then can you...
LP has many scholarships, such as the Micro Scholarship that is founded by the creator of Dirty Jobs, and they're planning on starting a new scholarship in the upcoming years.
On what? The wood.
Knock it off! Let's see what Mr. Vries has to say about summer opportunities.
For summer, can sign up for a summer internship. We usually take 4 or 5 students and they build greenhouses over the summer, and we deliver them to people all around Colorado.
Now let's hear what a student's favorite part of construction is.
I really like how there's no homework. You're still learning stuff, but it's all hands-on. Like, you're not just sitting down listening to the teacher talk for an hour. So that's fun, and you get to be outside.
This is Carly Horn and Paige Ballman reporting for LPTV.
At least the students have a warm place to work in the winter months. I can't wait to see what they will accomplish this year.
And that's our show for this week. Thanks for tuning in to our program.
Have a great week, Rangers, and enjoy your Thanksgiving break.